So you place a giant flying gun that picks up other guns to shoot, to attach to the front of your gun to shoot at other things, but also have their own guns, as it is a shmup, and these are all things that you would actually expect to see. I wonder if you could play, if there would be like a way to actually make that make sense in lore, to like have just a flying gun as your ship. I don't know. It would have to be some sort of ridiculous game. We could pick up a jaw, and then we wouldn't be a flying gun anymore. It would be a flying jawbone, which, I mean, well, I guess we could go for a biblical reference there, and that would sort of make sense. Like, what was it? It was in Samuel, where somebody killed like a whole army of people using the skull of or the jawbone of like a donkey. And then used it also to cut off their foreskins or something like that. I don't know. Old Testament, gonna be Old Testament. That all being said, I don't really remember much of the bosses here, but I remember that this guy... Does he do his dashy attack? Maybe not yet. I remember this pattern. Oh, this is a different person from the guy who does the dashes. So this guy, he does this, and then he... cries or something? What is he gonna do? He's not the one that does the dashes, because that's a level 2 boss. So, oh, right, this is what he does, this little flower power of doom. Well, the point is, I'm gonna get him in one try here. I can tell already, after not having played this game for a day, how much has like already escaped my mind, that this is something that, there's a lot to take in with this game. A lot of crap to remember. So, gonna do my best to try and remember all of aforementioned crap, so that I can potentially kill, like, maybe get more further than ever before. We'll see what happens. Reduce combo loss. These all just suck. I'll take cargo frequency, I guess. Seems to be the most interesting perk of all of them. The ones that are just like kind of straight stat ups or whatever are okay, but I tend to find myself gravitating more towards the perkier sides of things, so like more things that modify like the behavior of weapons or anything like that. Like that all seems very, very interesting. But I don't really see too much of an interesting benefit, especially early on, to go with stuff that's just like, you know, an extra heavy damage. Like I don't even have any heavy weapons, so that would really, really not be very useful for me whatsoever. But I can tell, it's always interesting to me like how much, even though I haven't practiced, like how quickly I got back into it and how better I already feel like I'm getting. Like a little bit of night's sleep does a lot for like your memory on various things, and like one of those is remembering like kind of how very quickly being able to recognize like, oh, okay, these things, they shoot at me, this is what they look like, this is what I need to do, and like, you know, you just kind of develop like a little bit of an automatic little reflex to all those things that you don't really have to even think about anymore. So I'm definitely feeling that with like a lot of these like shootier enemies. They just kind of, they're just there, but I don't need to really worry about them. Gun bots and homing missiles. Homing missiles suck. Gun bots are good, but they are not useful right now. So we'll stick back to the blaster, and all I need to do is just keep on kicking ass. No need to strategize or think through anything like that this early on. Like, just get to the second boss and remember what exactly he is supposed to do. So we'll see as soon as he does his first attack. Oh, okay, wonderful, it's this guy. So I can make this really easy by just coming behind him and throwing down a bunch of gun bots. And this way I don't have to dodge. This way I can just pepper him with an ass crap fuck ton of bullets. He's the one that does the chargey attack. I'm taking a lot of damage, but I sort of don't really care all that much. Like, maybe I should care, but I really don't. Like, I just need to, because once I kill him, like, I'll be able to, like, get all my health back, so I can afford to play, like, a little bit on the riskier side, because mostly, I think that this guy's pretty easy. I mean, I forgot that he did this attack. All I need to do is just dodge it, and then there we go. So he's going to do an up, and then I just move down, and then that's all there is to it. Easy peasy. And he's already down to his last, like, skull, which means just a couple more waves of this, and then he's all taken care of. Okay, there we are. I was streaming the whole time. Yeah, sorry. Metric, or ass crap fuck ton. Yeah, that's usually something I say. Extra hit point or plus 10% damage or lasers hurt. That seems to be always just something that's good to have, especially on the later enemies, which have, my stream has quality control settings. Well, that should make Shadow Strider very happy. I don't know why I have quality control settings. I must have unlocked some sort of magic thing. Well, this seems like a level where getting laser immunity is actually potentially helpful, but their slowing effect is really, really pretty dramatic, actually. This is painfully slow when I get hit by these laser beams. I do not really appreciate that. See what I can do about it, but otherwise, like, this is tough stuff to deal with. Laser rain plus 50%. Well, there's no laser rain at the moment. Maybe the laser rain was just at the start, and now it's like, we'll give him a break. Let's break open this thing and see what we get from it. And we get a boomerang, which sounds promising, but I don't know. It also sounds kind of dumb. And I don't really have any perks to laser weapons, so I'm gonna stick with the blaster for right now and just not really worry about it. But I am worried significantly about the fact that I am most likely going to die, and I stand an extremely low chance of getting to even to facing this boss here, let alone beating him, which is a shame. But I took a lot of damage at the start due to just like a crazy slowdown effect from that laser beam stuff. I guess it's probably better than if I had better than the blaster. It's probably better than, like, if I were to take damage, because then it would have just straight up died in that whole segment. But I can always just try again. Like, that is not problematic whatsoever. Alright, let's break open this cargo ship. Whoops, you can't play that stupidly. Laser! Alright, off to a reasonable start. This should easily get me through the first couple of bosses without any sort of trouble. In fact, even this should get me through the first couple of levels. I've heard that the damage on this tends to peter off a little bit. And let's be honest, the damage is already starting out like not in too great of a position, but it's reasonable enough. Blaster's a good weapon, but I ran out of it to use it all up. Yeah, I know, the blaster is a fairly low capacity weapon in terms of how much ammo it has. That's probably the biggest problem that faces it. The only weapon that has less ammunition is the laser gun, which, I mean, as you can see, I am pretty much out of ammunition for it. So this might be somewhat problematic to fight him with a laser, but I don't know. I was just in kind of a bad position. I should have just like waited to figure out which part of like the flower petal of doom pattern would be easiest to get into as opposed to just launching for the bottom one. But oh well, it's really not that big of a deal. So he's down to his last skull here, and all I need to do is just get onto this side, and then there he goes. Easy peasy. Alright, they should make it longer you should laser the more damage you do. That would actually be pretty interesting. The laser it's good, it's just fairly straightforward. I'm gonna go ahead and take the drop rate, although I probably should not have passed up the superior weapons, but I don't know. Actually, yeah, I definitely should have taken the superior weapon drop. Could have gotten some really cool stuff, like maybe a shockwave, even though that's not a superior weapon. But supposedly there's something called an impaler that I should really look into getting my hands on. I don't know what it is, but I have heard from good authorities that it is not bad at all. This is a asteroid field plus 20%, and it feels a little bit thicker than the usual asteroid fields, but I haven't really been paying attention enough to the numbers to know if like the default is 10%. I feel like it is, but maybe it's just like my brain is being a scumbag human brain, as all of our brains tend to do at one point or another. Our brains are real scumbags. Like, human psychology has a ton of weak points, and this is definitely one where, I mean, this isn't really of a huge consequence, but I really can't remember if it was 10% or 20%. But I feel convinced that it was 20%, even though I really don't have any reason to feel convinced for that whatsoever. I have no idea what damaged me there. I didn't see anything happen, but clearly something must have hurt me. Okay, let's get to killing this guy. Ah, damn, he just... Well, how was I meant to dodge that? I don't think I was. I think I was just meant to take that attack there. Like, that thing went straight between these two petals, or the two plasma attacks, and I was just screwed. Oh well, what can I say? Let's get this guy down a phase, and now it's going to be the up, down pattern. Did some attacks in while he was doing his thing. There we go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. And he throws in a little bonus attack to try and trip me up. But I am far too clever to fall for these sorts of things. Was an asteroid left over? Oh, okay. Missed a cargo, but yeah, it was no big deal. Oh, there we are. There's the superior weapons after all. So we'll take this and we'll get our hands on something very, very nice. Hello, goats. So has anyone been watching S Games? I certainly have. It has been quite nice. I've always enjoyed SGDQ, and I think right now the Tetris stuff is going on, and the Tetris stuff is pretty amazing, but I've taken, I had to peel myself away from something I love just to do something I like a little bit more, and I'm not going to be able to get this cargo ship. Ah, I do. Okay, it's a bots, which might be good. Stasis bots, probably better than blaster, so we'll switch and then take it, and then switch back to laser, and get back to killing. Oh, there's another cargo ship. This is another bots that we have to choose from. Gun bots, probably not as good as stasis bots. Probably, I don't really know. But stasis bots feel certainly a heck of a lot fancier, so that seems good enough to me. Definitely seems worth taking in that regard. So, let's kill this middle enemy, though we have no reason to whatsoever, except for the always illustrious reason of score. Looks like this game has a combo meter, and I really haven't been paying attention at all to it. I guess it's based on the number of kills you get, and it probably also has something to do with your mission, but this is new stuff. I don't think I've seen this pattern before. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I can... Ah, good, okay. He's moving into a position where I can actually... Never mind, he's flying away, so it doesn't even matter in the first place. Oh, here we are. We're going to be doing... boss number 3, and we have a really solid weapon for it. So what does he do after this? He's going to do his groups of 3 attacks and a group of 4, and then he's going to do his rockets in the middle. Or not rockets in the middle, like, he's going to do something. Yeah, he's going to do the explosions in the middle, and then I'm going to want to be on this side of him because he's going to launch off this laser, and I can use my stasis bots back here to get some free damage on him. Yeah, there we go. Slightly outside the range of some of these bots, I think, but that probably wrecked some pretty serious shit on him, right? Okay, switching over to laser, and this is going to be a lull in his attack, and it's going to be another group of 3 of these. Oops. Reasonably shitty dodge, but I mean, this guy is pretty much creamed. Yep, there we are. So he's on to level 2, or cycle 2, and I don't think he has any more tricks up his sleeve, but I've never really seen him get to, like, say, cycle 3 or something like that. But, okay, he's on the second to last Skull of Sadness, and now he's going to do his groups of 3 and a big group of 4. So this dodge upwards, downwards, upwards, downwards, and then move to the other side, fire off the stasis bots, and just kind of veg out for a little bit here because there he went. That's boss number 3 down. Let's see what boss number 4 is like. He's the carrier guy, I guess. Faster reload, break shields, cargo frequency. Let's go with, we'll go with shield breaking. That seems useful enough. 4th boss op. Okay. I don't think I've seen boss 4. No. Yeah, shielded laser is new. Yeah, it felt pretty new. Certainly, I've never seen anything like it. I don't believe I have laser immunity on this run, so I'm gonna... Yeah, that was on the previous run. I need to remember that, so I need to not be too much of a Dingleheimer and avoid running into any laser beams as much as possible, whereas running into bullets is also probably a reasonable idea, but I'm not exactly a reasonable person. But let's see. So these guys are gonna... Whoa, okay, they are pissed off. I was gonna say, these guys probably aren't gonna do anything. Turns out that they were going to do everything in their power to make my life a little bit sadder. Huh. I have enough people like that in my life to begin with. Just kidding. Let's see what this energy weapon is. It's gonna be... What if it's something like superior mega laser beam? It is the boomerang, which I'm not really keen on trying because people in chat have assured me that it's as sucky as I think it sounds. Okay. Let's kill this guy, and I believe boss number 4 is up. Nope, never mind. Let's, oh, interesting stuff. The shockwave pushes back laser beams. That makes all of no fucking sense, but whatever. Like, right? Like, I don't think I've ever heard of any physical... I don't think that that makes any sense. Well, maybe it works. If you push enough energy and then hit it in phase, you could do phase cancellation on the laser beam and eliminate it that way. Taking that rocket really sucked, but oh well. Let's see what this should be a good bullet weapon. Crusher, that sounded like it was probably good, but I didn't have time to take it, so fuck it. Let's damn, this is a long no shit. 2 health going into the boss. This will certainly hurt quite a bit, but I've never faced the boss anyway, so let's be honest, my chances of survival against him were effectively nil. Oh shit. This is different. Oh, okay. This isn't so bad. Yeah, there we are, that was fine. This is slightly worse. Yeah, okay. I think I got a taste of his Tabasco. I just need to. Yeah, this isn't so bad at all. Just got to go up and down and then clowning around. Can dodge under him, I think. Yeah, actually. Whoa, fuck me. His little firework attack was definitely harder than I expected it would be. Use the bots. Yeah, I should have used the bots. I was thinking about that, but I mean, you know.